Good afternoon. Heart disease is still the leading cause of death for both men and women, and it disproportionately affects African American women and men. Heart disease claims more than 635,260 American lives in 2016. This means that 1 in every 4 United States individuals died of heart disease in 2016. I have seen firsthand the profound and lasting effects of access to all aspects to a good cardiovascular health. And I have also seen the devastating effects of a lack of access. This experience is the foundation of my comments today.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about the nation's long-term investments in biomedical research, which have just contributed to one of the greatest success stories that we have. And it's really about the fact that over 70% decrease in death rates due to heart disease have occurred since the late 1950s. But despite this progress, we know that there's so much more that needs to be done. Since 2011, the decline in these death rates have started to slow and level off. And we're seeing prevalence of such diseases like diabetes and obesity at increasing alarming rates.
We must continue to look at the innovative ways that we can use research to help reach individuals and families and support the necessary lifestyle changes that can really be transformative for heart health. And today we have individuals who agreed to share their own stories, and we're so grateful to have them here with us.
All the research evidence we have suggests that the major risk factors for heart attack and heart disease are the same in women as they are in men. They are just as important in women as they are in men. And in fact, they ought to be treated as seriously in women as they are in men. Forget the pregnancy-related, we can't forget about it, but the real issue is we're talking about long-standing high blood pressure that is not controlled, long-standing high blood cholesterol that is not controlled, long-standing high blood sugar or diabetes that is not controlled, tobacco use, a high body mass index. There's about 7 of these that collectively really increase your risk to heart disease.
I'm adopting you, you belong to me. Don't let anybody change anything, especially my heart failure medicine. Don't let anybody change anything because you're mine. And if they try to change it, you call me first. So that sense of ownership, especially for the Hispanics, but also for the African Americans, is really, really critical because now there's a bond. They know that there's one individual who really cares about what they're doing. I'll yell at them and I'll point my finger at them. and they know that it's because I love them and I hug them. To know that I love them and I want them to get better. So that connection has been missing.
About 40% of African American patients have hypertension. 50% of Hispanic patients have dyslipidemia. And we also bear burden of having a constellation of risk factors, which makes it even more challenging to treat patients from Hispanic and African American backgrounds. African Americans have more aggressive hypertension, we have more end organ damage from hypertension. And so those are some of the things that are unique in our patient populations and that make these types of discussions so critical.
But Latino women, as well as African American women, we tend to be the caregivers. We tend to put ourselves to the side and say, you know what, we'll take care of that. We tend to ignore whatever little nuance is going on in our body and say, oh, we'll get to that later. We have to start paying attention. I know that I come from a background where my mom, she had a heart attack that contributed to her death. That was in conjunction with cancer. My father had a cardiac arrest, the procedures failed. And my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, he also died in his sleep from a stroke.
Sharon Vaughn, at age 47, I had a heart attack. It went 47 years undetected. So this is something that's real important, and I believe that the researchers, doctors, and all, I am someone who go to the gym, go to the doctor, all my physicals, everything. And for 47 years, nothing, no one saw anything. And I don't know if they didn't see it because they didn't want to see it, or they heard it and didn't want to mention it. I'm not really sure. But that connection from the doctor to the patient, for me, is so, so important. We mentioned American Heart Association. I jumped right on the internet as soon as I found out that I had hypotropic cardiomyopathy. Long word, never heard of it before, didn't know what it was. As soon as I typed it in, and I typed it in as it sounded, because I don't know that word, but it came up, American Heart Association came up. And then I'm looking and I'm going through it, and I said, you know what? I need to get involved, because what I want to do is I want to let other women and men, kids, whoever is listening, know what I went through. If it can be prevented, let it be prevented.
I'll take away one thing from this that'll really help us change the lives of our families, our patients, and our community. So thank you so much for all that you do.